Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 6.
How much of what goes on at the North Dakota legislature actually affects you? Several area lawmakers from both sides of the aisle tried to lay out their progress to the Chamber of Commerce today. Thank you for joining us tonight.
A wrap-up may not be the best term to describe today's event. At times it was very tense as the group questioned, defended, and accused each other. Valley News Team's Bradford Eric asked several lawmakers how one of their big decisions will affect your pocketbook.
The property tax, something homeowners pay once a year but seem to always have on their mind. But who outside of the legislature can understand the language of the bill? Can you explain to me how the session kind of gave relief to people here in the state?
Absolutely.
Kind of how that works?
Absolutely. We had last session we set aside money, about $730 million worth. We added an additional 12%. So overall, we had about $1 billion package.
So how does this property tax relief translate into the average homeowner?
You know, it's hard to say the percentage because everybody's valuations are increasing. The only thing that's for certain in the whole thing is the 12% direct payment.
It's a very complicated formula. It's hard for people to see that. And then they only experience it once a year when they're paying their property tax bill. So it's a little bit exotic.
Just for an example, if I have a $150,000 home here in the Fargo Public School District, how much reduction will I see come next year? Or is it immediately right now?
Well, I don't know that number, but I suspect it's probably less than $250, $300 on that size home. So it's really not that significant.
We did the math and found that on a $100,000 home, you'll save about $90. For a $200,000 home, you'll save about $180. And according to Cass County Auditor Mike Montplaisir, this is simply an extension of what the legislature put in place 2 years ago. It's nothing new. In Fargo, Bradford Eric, Valley News Live.
According to the House Majority Leader, the discount will simply show up on your yearly tax statement. You won't be getting a physical check.
A Minnesota man is believed to be linked to Sunday's terrorist attack in Texas. ISIS is claiming responsibility for 2 gunmen who allegedly opened fire on an art gallery. Now, the attackers injured 1 guard before being shot and killed. Some in the valley are saying this happened way too close to home. NDSU's political science professor Thomas Ambrosio says terrorism is a growing threat and an attack could happen anywhere.
Some of the other things we had in the past are somewhat similar. But people can get inspired now much more easily and can take individual action much more easily than they could in the past. And this is, I think, the real issue here is that it's a different world we're living in.
Fargo police tell us that they don't believe there is a threat in the metro. However, they have been going to training and say they believe they would be prepared if an attack happened.
Meanwhile, a group trying to stomp out gang-related crime has been operating in the metro for about a month. And Fargo Police Lieutenant Mike Mitchell says the street crime unit has quite a few active cases on its plate. He says many of the recent drug arrests are linked to the street crime unit. If you need help uncovering fraud or corruption in your community, here's some advice. Call our whistleblower hotline. The phone number's on your screen, 701-237-6576. Call that number and leave your tip. A member of our investigative team will get on the case and go to work to expose the truth.
I don't know about you, but I'm enjoying these beautiful sunny days and warm, but we could still use a good shot of rain to get rid of these dangerously dry conditions. Let's head to Hutch to see what's in store for tonight. Hutch?
Well, this evening, the fire danger has returned, a red flag warning, at least until the 7 o'clock hour, as we have gusty winds, very dry air, and warm temperatures that approach the 80-degree mark. So be careful with any burning and follow any local guidelines. Here's a look at the radar, and again, we're very dry, but we don't have to go too far to the south to start seeing some rain pushing into South Dakota. And it gets even heavier as we head down into Colorado and Kansas. For tonight, we stay windy but warm. Increasing clouds overnight, a chance of showers and thunderstorms move in. Looks like a wet couple of days in the making. I'll have hour-by-hour details on how much you can expect in your backyard coming up here in just a few minutes.
It would be nice to get some rain.
We can certainly use it, yes.
All right, thanks, Hutch. And some folks in the Northern Valley can now get code red alerts about severe weather in their area. Residents can sign up online at the Polk County website for those in Polk County, or they can call the sheriff's office. When registering, residents can select what types of weather warnings that they want to receive.
A warning was sent out today to the MSU campus after a sexual assault was reported on campus recently. It's the 4th sexual assault at the MSU school this year. The assault was reported on Sunday. The victim saying she was assaulted in an academic building on Saturday. A male suspect, a student, is known to the victim and has been taken into questioning. Defense attorneys for Prince Jones are asking for a new trial. He's the man convicted of promoting prostitution with a 13-year-old girl at a Moorhead motel. Jones's court-appointed attorneys say the jury was exposed to what they call inadmissible evidence during the trial. They say confidential information was disclosed regarding the pre-sentence investigation of co-defendant Aisha Hinton. The defense also claims the information was known by prosecutors to be inaccurate. Jones remains in jail awaiting sentencing.
The name of the man involved in a fatal crash last night near Niagara, North Dakota, has been released. 45-year-old Christopher Thorseth of Fargo was driving a semi westbound on US 2 with a load of cement bags when he drifted into the median and completely rolled the semi. Thorseth was pronounced dead at the scene, and the crash remains under investigation by the North Dakota Highway Patrol. Well, the Polk County Sheriff's Office is looking for a man who reportedly stole store vehicles from the DNR near Mentor, Minnesota. Police are looking for Thomas Staff Jr. He's a 26-year-old from Crookston and is thought to have stolen a silver pickup that was pulling a flatbed trailer with a Polaris Ranger on it. The pickup had a yellow DNR sticker on it and a firebox in the bed of the truck. If you have information on the whereabouts of the pickup, the trailer, ATV, or if you know where Thomas Staff Jr. is, call the Polk County Sheriff's Office. The number is 218-281-0431.
A much talked about movie that's been out for months now is now causing controversy on a Fargo campus. Not all students at NDSU are thrilled to have the movie 50 Shades of Grey playing at the Memorial Union. The Bison Catholic organization held an all-day pray-in just across the street from campus at Newman Center today. They say showing the movie promotes the abuse of women and showing it goes against NDSU's mission in providing a safe environment for students. This group plans to stay and pray until 9 tonight in objection. Now, NDSU issued a statement today. As is the case at virtually every other public university, the university does not interfere with the student decision-making process to determine which films are shown on campus. That process is an important part of the educational experience.
Bemidji, Minnesota is embracing its Native American history by showing the good, the bad, and the ugly in its history. The city is building a new display along the lake that includes a new statue of Chief Bemidji and some controversial language regarding its history. Now, the old caricature statue of the chief has been taken down. It will be replaced with a new 9-foot-tall bronze rendering of the real Chief Bemidji next month. The site will also house 4 plaques with some of the brutal Native American history of the area. Controversial languages for the plaques include an 1862 insult against Native Americans from a white trader saying, quote, "So far as I'm concerned, if they're hungry, let them eat grass of their own dung."
And there's kind of no way to reconcile a relationship if some harm has been done, even long ago in history, without acknowledging that the wrong happened.
The City Council's decision to use language that accurately portrays the area's historical relations with Indians. The new statue of the Chief Bemidji and the plaques will be unveiled during a special ceremony next month.
It is Tuesday, and that means it's time for this week's Restaurant Report Card. Valley News Team's Christina Craig has which restaurants in the metro area deserve the Clean Plate Award and which ones fell short. Join us for that story tonight on Valley News Live 10 at 10.
It's more than just letters and packages that your local mail carrier will be carrying on Saturday. They'll be collecting food, too. The Fargo-Moorhead and West Fargo mayors have signed a proclamation proclaiming National Letter Carriers Food Drive Day this Saturday, and you're encouraged to participate. All you have to do is donate non-perishable food items.
We don't just deliver to the wealthy portion of town. We deliver to all, community homes and some of the lower income places. And you can see that people are not as well off there, and they can use the help.
Food will be distributed to food banks around our community. And remember to like Valley News Live on Facebook to follow all the latest news, weather, and breaking news updates anytime on your feed. Just search Valley News Live, like our page, and you'll stay informed throughout the entire day.
Later on Valley News Live at 6, as summer rolls in, some tips on how you can be giving back to the community.
Beautiful blue skies to start the day, and the moon setting in the western sky this morning. Now, as we head into the evening, some rain is showing up on the radar to our south. We'll have hour-by-hour details and what you can expect in your forecast next.